told you, technology will make a fool of you at one time. Let's see this here, where is it going? This should be coming up to here. This is going into here, going into there, which is coming out of there, going into there. Yeah. There we go. If I press it gently, tunes, because what I have here is multiple oscillators. So to find out which one it is, I made this special little mixer here. There's 4 outputs. This is the oscillator. And there are 3 of them that are controlled simultaneously by one controller. And so the original Moog only has 4 inputs on the mixer. And that wasn't enough, because as you can see, there are 4 outputs here. Each one is a different wave shape. So I made this, which is just a plain old mixer with a little bit of fancy stuff on it to suit it to Tonto. It's not quite the same as the mixer that you would have like the Mackie. You couldn't use a Mackie. Number one, it's a DC mixer if you need it. But more importantly, it's normal to these outputs. And you see the colors here, and they go red, blue, yellow, green, and yellow. That represents the 4 different wave shapes. Now, wave shape, sounds are 3-dimensional, okay? We're all familiar with the 3 dimensions of space: height, length, and thickness. Okay, no object that's real in the real world has a non-zero value of any of those. You have to have some value of all 3 in order for it to be a real existing object that you can see, observe. So even a monomolecular film of oil on the top of water after the rain, you see that little sort of yellowy bluish reflections. That's a monomolecular film of oil, and it's 1 molecule thick. It has to have a thickness. If it wasn't there, you wouldn't have a oil slick. So that's the 3 dimensions of space. But when you talk to physicists about dimensions, they don't talk about 3 dimensions of space. They talk about the 3 dimensions being length, time, and mass. But those are the equational, if you have an equation in physics, the 2 sides have to balance in the 3 dimensions. For example, velocity is change of length with time. So velocity would be L over T. Acceleration is change of velocity with time. So that would be L over T times T, or L over T squared. And this is dimensional analysis, very, very common in physics. So we have these 3 dimensions that physicists talk about. Now, Einstein, in his infinite wisdom, gave us E equals mc squared and saw what happened to it. And I think everybody says he never solved the unified field theorem, but I believe he did. But he saw what they did with E equals mc squared, didn't agree with it, and said, I'm not giving you the other stuff, it's even more dangerous. So, oh no, I don't know about it, I never solved that one. Smart guy. In fact, we wouldn't have E equals mc squared if his wife hadn't fished it out of the waste paper basket. He wrote it at the back of an envelope, and she fished it out. This was her habit, because he would throw stuff away. Oh, no, that's no good. So, I believe he knew this, but he didn't let on. So, we have the 3 dimensions of the physicists. We've just looked at what we call 3 dimensions of space. They're 3 dimensions of length. The L, the length, spatial dimension. So, T is the next one. He said there was 1 dimension of time. There's more than one. Think about it. There's duration. Duration is, for example, how long do I press the key down for? Oh, this is going on. Oh boy. Let's get this together. It's stopped working completely. Is there any? It's working, there's no audio. Oh.